Hi, I'm Steve.
And I'm Lauren,
Welcome to our channel, Bucket List Bound.
where we take you along on our epic adventures around the globe
And this time, we packed our bags for an unforgettable trip to Iceland.
to celebrate someone's big 50th birthday.
Yeah, get ready to see an old man up to his neck in hot water.
We kicked things off exploring the capital city of Reykjavik and chilled out in the geothermal waters of the Blue Lagoon.
We followed this with an amazing tour of the Golden Circle, where we walked the gap between the tectonic plates, saw stunning waterfalls, explosive geysers, and, well, let's just say lots of other sights that took our breath away.
A second tour took us along the south coast, where we witnessed two different glaciers, magnificent black sand beaches, and encountered icebergs for the first time.
And we weren't alone on this adventure. We were joined by our long-term friends and occasional travel companions, Dave and Lenny. Sharing this adventure with them made it all the more special.
As always, we drank far too much, ate far too much, and didn't get anywhere near enough sleep. But we laughed lots and together checked off some of our major bucket list items, making memories that will last us all a lifetime.
So, if you're ready to join us on this wild ride,
Let's dive straight into this trip of a lifetime and tick Iceland off our bucket list.
3 a.m. Hardly had any sleep, but soon to the airport.
Good morning.
Good morning.
From Edinburgh Airport.
Well, almost. Strength of the bear, strength of the bear.
this has got to be the windiest bus journey I think we've ever been on. Getting blown all over the shop. What do you think of the bus journey so far? How do you work that out? How is Iceland closer to China than the UK?
North by north
Oh, right,
or
just
west.
straight up over the top?
straight up over the top.
Okay, we could do that. We could do that. I think we're somewhere around here. Stop pulling funny faces. Say hi, babe. Hi. Hello.
Literally got flour at the top of this, all over the camera, all over the tripod, absolutely everywhere. So this is delicious. Now, I don't know the name of the place, I haven't got a clue, but the food's really fresh, really tasty, thoroughly enjoyed it. 7:30 we got into Iceland, had to hang around for our friends to turn up, then jumped on a bus. And we've been trying to find things to do ever since because we've not been able to check in till 3. That's been quite entertaining, hopping from coffee shop to cafe to bar. But we're finally in the room, which is quite nice.
We're in Hotel Vera, or Vera Hotel as it says on the door. Mixed reviews on Booking.com and TripAdvisor, with Booking.com being a lot more complimentary. Some rather unpleasant reviews on TripAdvisor that were a bit concerning, but to be fair, the room's nice, it's large, it's clean, the bed's very comfortable. Bit of a weird thing with the curtains where they're not up against the window, so light comes in, and there's a little bit of street noise, but nothing that kept us awake last night. Although, to be fair, I think a herd of elephants stampeding through the room probably wouldn't have kept us awake last night. The one real bad thing about this, and I don't know if it's Reykjavik as a whole or just this hotel, but the water out of the shower has the strongest smell of sulphur. So I jumped in there this morning, turned the shower on, and just got pelted by rotten eggs. It was hideous. So having to keep the windows open most of the time, and then it is obviously quite noisy from the street. Up for 22 hours yesterday and trying to get the puffiness to go down.
Good old beer and lack of sleep.
What have we got going on there? Green tea and matcha. Perfect. It's feeling a little bit knocked off this morning. The weather is still grey and rainy and windy, but hopefully, according to the forecast, it'll be better tomorrow. Plan for today, museums, maybe. I can't remember the name of the museum Lenny said she wants to go to, but it looks pretty cool. So we will head off over there.
This it's so lovely and warm. The sun's out, I'm holding balls, and there we go. Yeah. Hello. 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 Morning. buddy. What a way to spend your birthday, eh? Oh, cheers. Cheers.
Happy 50th birthday!
Oh, thanks. A bit louder, please. So it says here that the sound you might be able to hear in the background is a distribution well. This is pumping 38 degrees C geothermal seawater channeled into the lagoon from 2,000 metres within the earth. And it is indeed 38 degrees. In places it's so hot you can barely stand in it. This place is just absolutely breathtaking. Doesn't taste the best. Here's a top tip for you. Don't wear glasses in the Blue Lagoon because they get caked and stuff, they steam up all the time and yeah, you can't see anywhere. Definitely don't wear them in the waterfall. Oh God, don't drink the water. It's disgusting. Show the guns. Go!
Yeah, it's quite a salty one. It's a salty load in your face.
Have you just taken a salty load to the mouth?
I've just taken several salty loads to the mouth. Wow.
Oh, we are mud masked up now. Ah, there we go, looking beautiful.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Are you ready for that one? Happy birthday to you.
Heading out. Supposed to be going out on a boat tour this afternoon, but that's been cancelled due to weather conditions. I can only imagine it's windy out there because, as you can see, the sunshine is beautiful. Anyway, that's been rearranged for Monday. Hopefully we'll get to do it then.
11:05. That of the lava is still emitting light.
This is where the two tectonic plates meet. Apparently they're pulling apart 2 centimetres every year. Doesn't sound like a lot, but that is quite a chunk. It's very cool so far, and we're very lucky with the weather. Not raining at the moment anyway. I guess that's the only trouble with these tours, is that there's just so many people here all the time, just surrounded by people everywhere. I mean, it's a good way of not having to worry about driving and finding the place and all of that, but yeah, it's just people everywhere trying to get any kind of decent shots with no people in. It's next to impossible. Say hi. Hey.
Double thumbs up.
Double thumbs up. Very cool.
Very good.
Yeah, very cool indeed. Ah,
What was there to say about it? It's a big gash in the land.
there's a big gash.
It's a big gash.
It's a rocky gash.
Oh, Stephen, it's a rocky gash.
Everyone loves a rocky gash.
It was tumultuous.
Tumultuous rocky gash.
Tumultuous gash.
So we're at Geysir. Geysir. Yeah, lots of bubbling water, lots of geothermal activity. So yeah, I'm going to head around the other side so you can get another shot of it. So a little bit of a situation. Oops, there's another step there that I didn't know about. Gone and left the camera bag at the last location. Fortunately, our tour guide very kindly phoned them and they said that they have got a black bag there. So we're going to try and pick it up on the way back. But yeah, what a knob. What a knob.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Do 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 do. Do, 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 do.
That is insane.
It was a massive rainbow. It was just loads of headlights.
And this right here
Ta-da!
is not Niagara Falls, but it is pretty spectacular.
Crisis averted with the bag. Spoke to the tour guide. She very kindly took a little pit stop on the way here, and fortunately they'd found the bag. And yeah, we've got all our kit back, but that was terrifying for a little while. I thought I'd lost everything. But there we go. So now we are we're at Kerið crater. I'll show you that in just a minute. Skógafoss waterfall.
Freezing,
Yeah, it is cold. I can't feel my little finger. In fact, I can't feel any of my fingers.
but absolutely out of this world.
Rather
Stunning.
spray and a bit damp as well. But yeah,
It's
just
massive.
beautiful. Thank you very much.
It's all right.
Very large.
But
So
this
this one's
one
cool.
is meant to be famous for double rainbows.
Oh, is it?
We haven't
No double rainbows.
Kind of see it's trying to rainbow a little
Yeah.
bit in the air, but
every now and then you see the lights crack, but
it is lush. I mean,
It is very impressive.
yeah, better than any waterfalls we've got in the UK. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. So here's the glacier that I'm not even going to try and pronounce. This is just fantastic.
Dang, it's cold.
It's cold, it's windy.
How
But behind
amazing
us
is this though?
Is the tongue of the glacier. And
Actual icebergs.
just over there.
It's just incredible.
yeah, some icebergs. We'll get some shots of that in a minute. But this place is wow.
Just stunning.
Absolutely wow.
Just stunning.
Literal ice crystals on the edge of the lake. This is one of the black sand beaches that we're visiting today. What's this place? Vic.
I don't know, but we're gonna get
Vic,
wet.
are we going to get our feet wet? Seem to have lost my wife somewhere. No idea where she's gone. Is around somewhere. There's a couple getting married here. It's pretty cute. Great place to get married, seriously. So I'm now just looking for someone with a white jacket. Where has she gone? Troll on a rock. Caving.
Caving. It's a bit sketchy.
Is it?
We could fall at any minute.
Babe, it's moving. It's moving. It's moving. Definitely can't see anything other than the water and Dave and Lenny posing like you wouldn't believe, which is great. Hot chocolate. That's cold, damp, but f***ing unbelievable. How amazing. How amazing. So we've been back from Iceland for a few days now, and we thought what might be nice is do a little section at the end of the video just to share some of our thoughts on some of our experiences, maybe give you some tips on certain things that you should try, talk about some of the tours that we went on, who we went with, etc.
So the first mistake we made was we got an early flight. So we were up at 2:30 to get to the airport for our flight. What time was our flight?
About 6:15 in the morning, and it's just too early.
Far too early, and that just rolled on the rest of the week. We were just constantly tired. It didn't help that we were out drinking every night either.
No, probably should have got a few early
wasn't
nights,
the
but
best.
hey, we didn't. We had a good time. But yeah, certainly having been back a few days now, we are suffering, I think, a little bit from the week over there. So if you can avoid booking an early flight and fly at a sensible time during the day, then do so.
Definitely.
So we didn't book our travel from the airport into Reykjavik beforehand. We thought we'd get there and try and find out what the cheapest way to do that was. Cheapest, I think, was bus route 16, I think, but that was an hour and a half's travel to get from the airport into the city. We didn't want to take that long. Fortunately, just as you come through arrivals in Reykjavik Airport, or Keflavik Airport, there are kiosks, and you just go up there and you tap in the details and you pay.
But be careful, because there's 2 kiosks and one's cheaper than the other.
There is.
So always just double check both of them to see that you're getting the best price.
Yeah, the difference is only a couple of pounds though. So we actually went with the more expensive one, which I think cost us £45 for the 2 of us to get into the centre, which was about a 45-minute trip. If you book a return ticket, it is cheaper. So if you want to kind of get yourself sorted for your return journey as well, you will pay a little bit less. But the bus was okay, apart from the fact that it was kind of blowing a gale and was wobbling all the way into Reykjavik, but fairly easy, straight to the bus terminal, and then it was just a short 20-minute walk to our hotel in the town. But it was quite a steep hill, and doing that with a case was a little bit tricky.
You've obviously got the choice of your private transfers as well, but obviously they're going to be a lot higher in price.
Yeah, and taxes, I think, even higher than that. We booked our hotel in the centre of Reykjavik, which was a good move actually, because we were right in the hub of everything. Everything was within walking distance of the hotel. We did go down to the docks area and the lava show, which is a little bit further out, but you're still talking probably only, 1 to 1.5 kilometres. So if you're thinking of kind of basing yourself in Reykjavik and then taking day tours, that's probably a good thing to do, and we certainly found it was really easy to get around.
There's also scooters everywhere, so you
Yeah.
can just pick up a scooter and scoot off.
You will need the app, but you get all the information that you need when you pick up the scooter. We booked our tours through Get Your Guide, which was quick and easy and convenient and fairly reasonably priced. It was also very easy when we needed to reschedule one of the trips. We decided actually that we wanted to go on a different day based on the weather forecast, and I think we had 24 hours before our scheduled trip departure, we could reschedule without it costing us anything. However, we were informed by one of the tour guides when we were on the Southern Iceland tour that actually if you book directly through the tour guides, they get more money in their pocket, which is obviously a nice thing. There isn't any kind of cut from an app like Get Your Guide, for example. So if you can book with them, then do so. They get more of your money, and obviously that's better for tourism over there. We used Bus Tours Iceland through Get Your Guide. We'll put a link in the description. They were great. We used them for both of our tours. The guides were fantastic. It was all well organised. It was safe. It was all on time, and both the tours were brilliant. So give those guys a look. You won't be disappointed.
So we'll move on to food and drink. All the food and drink that we had in Iceland was top notch, absolutely lovely. However, very, very expensive. The average price for a pint of beer was between £9 and £10. And the price for an average meal was what would you say, about between £22 and £25 per person. So yeah, quite expensive. A lot of the places do happy hour though, but the times really vary. So you've got some happy hours from 12 till 3 in the afternoon, and then 3 till 6. Not many places do happy hour past sort of 8 o'clock in the evening.
I don't think we saw many that did 8.
I think there was one that
most
finished at
around
9
6.
o'clock, but most places finished at 6. So we tried to make the most of happy hour prices.
Yeah, table loaded up with multiple beers.
Buying multiple beers at a time to try and make the most of it. But
yeah, you're still not saving a huge amount though. As Lauren said, £10 for a beer in most places. Happy hour, you might get it around 6 or 7 depending where you are. But if you're in kind of the main street of Reykjavik, which is kind of where all of the good pubs etc. are, you're going to be looking at paying that for a single beer. We were paying £40 around each time, which is quite sharp. You mentioned food. That 22 to 25, that was an average price for a burger and chips. It did come with a soft drink, but again quite expensive, so for a couple of people you're probably talking 40 to £50 a meal.
Easy.
Some nights we spent more than that. Very rarely did we spend less. If you do want to save money, there's a supermarket, Bonus I think it's called, which is on the main street of Reykjavik, just up from our hotel. Food in there is actually quite reasonably priced. So if you want to go in there and grab yourself something, if you've got a little kitchenette, for example, like we had in our apartment, you can go and buy yourself some food from there and just rustle yourself something.
Make you up some lunches.
Yeah, or do what we did and literally take the constituent parts of making wraps and sat on one of our tour buses making wraps at lunchtime.
It worked.
It worked. Dave and Lenny found it a bit weird. So we ate at a few different places, obviously, while we were there, and a couple of places that we really liked that you guys might want to check out. First one, if you want a burger, get yourself to Two Guys. It's absolutely fantastic.
Beautiful.
Probably some of the best burgers that we've ever had.
Yeah.
Viet Noodles, which is down in the docks, down towards the lava show area down there. There's also a food market down there that was pretty cool, but Viet Noodles, the food there was just outstanding, and probably the Vietnamese coffee was probably the best coffee I've ever had in my life. The first day, when we were kicking around waiting to check into our hotel, we went to Sandholt, which you will have seen in the video. Cakes, sandwiches,
pastries,
breads, soups, beautiful, all really fresh, really flavourful, but puts a bit of a dent in your wallet.
Yeah, and that was our first experience with prices for food, so we were a bit like,
yeah, a bit of a shock. Wondered what we let ourselves in for, but hey, everything else in Iceland is so amazing that you're quite prepared to take the financial hit when you're there. One other recommendation, just up one of the side streets off the main kind of road through the town was a bakery. I went there a couple of mornings just to get a coffee and a cinnamon swirl while Lauren had a little bit of a lie-in. Food again there was amazing, but again for a pan of chocolate and a coffee, or a cinnamon bun and a coffee, it was about £8, but really delicious. Cannot for the life of me, in fact I don't even know what the name of the place was, but I'll stick a link down in the description. Do check it out, it's really delicious.
things to do. There's so much to do, so much to do, and a week really isn't long enough to do everything that we wanted to do. But we did do some cool things while we're there. We went to the lava show, which was awesome. It's the only one, I think, is it the only one in the world?
The only one in the world. They've got two locations, one in Reykjavik and I think one in Vik, which I mispronounced in the video earlier and called Vik, but it's Vik. The Vik one was their original one. I think the one in Reykjavik has been built to, I don't know about a higher standard, but certainly that seems to be their flagship one, but highly recommended. It was fantastic. Get yourselves along there.
It wasn't very long, but seeing real lava and feeling the heat that comes off it,
the heat.
It's just mind-blowing. It's insane. So get yourselves to that. That's really, really good. Obviously, we also did the Golden Circle tour and the Southern Iceland tour, which again were absolutely fabulous. Like I said, there's loads of stuff that we wished we'd done, but we didn't have time. We really wanted to do the whale watching, and we actually booked on that twice to do, but each time it got cancelled due to the weather, which was really, really
yeah. But the wind really
sad.
Was strong on those few days that we were looking to go, and it probably cancelled for safety reasons. It makes sense, but a bit gutted that we didn't get out to do that. Would have loved to have seen some orca or some humpbacks.
Yeah. But there's loads of things that, like I say, we wanted to do but just didn't have time. You've got the Northern Lights tour. Obviously that depends on the strength of the lights. Glacier hike, again, when we went to see the glacier, there were other hikes going on in the distance on the glacier. You could see people on there, which looked really, really awesome. There's also a penis museum, very famous penis museum in Iceland.
Yeah, it was something that we were thinking about going to, but on one of the tours, our tour guide said that he wouldn't recommend it. What was the phrase that he used? That it was too short and didn't last long enough. Our next big adventure, unfortunately, isn't until March next year, when we're heading off to Thailand for 3 weeks, which we're super excited about. Obviously, we're going to take all the gear with us. We're going to film as much of that as possible, and we look forward to sharing some videos with you in the near future.
We do.
We're hoping to have some smaller adventures in the meantime. I mean, we live in Scotland, so there's plenty of beautiful places that we can take you to. So stay tuned, and we'll catch you at the next one.